whenever they are watching around the country. We are here to witness His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Botswana, receiving a consignment of 162 live breeding cattle from the United States of America, specifically from the state of Texas.
Which has invested 25 million pula. 25 million pula. I'm just saying it up front in case there's a parliamentary question. 25 million pula in procuring these animals, which is inclusive of all the logistical arrangements and the veterinary requirements necessary. And we procured these animals from some of the world's renowned breeders, some of whom are here today. This initiative is in line with the government's reset agenda to revive the livestock subsector and ensure value chain development within the sector. It was essential that I, as your president, revive the livestock subsector because, as you know, not only did it decline, but it suffered the worst decline in the recent past. In fact, it was not just a decline, it was an assault on the livestock subsector, worst of which came via the banning of farms and your infrastructure and killed farmers and their herdsmen. 𝐁𝐎𝐓𝐒𝐀𝐍𝐀. The objective of this initiative complements the envisaged upgrading of the Ramatlabama National Artificial Insemination Laboratory into a center of excellence and an export facility. It is expected that these breeding cattle, which are a national asset, will be used in the production of semen embryos that will be of high quality for both domestic and global markets. A national asset. That's another declaration in case a question comes in Parliament. They are owned by the government of the Republic of Botswana. Prior to the arrival of these animals, a team of experts, a team of renowned experts, this is the team that Clay was talking about. They went to the US to select. So when you get good genes, thank them always. You can smile and go sit down. Thank you. I want for the record to state categorically in clear detail the numbers and the breed types of cattle that are being offloaded right now. There are 106 Brahman bulls, 106. There are 21 white Brahman heifers. The bulls are also white Brahman bulls. There are 4 red Brahman bulls. There are 2 black Angus bulls. There are 2 red Angus bulls. There are 5 Charolais bulls, 5 Brangus bulls. There are 10 Beef Master Putibili bulls. And there are 7 Santa Gertrudis bulls. That's the consignment, all in that 747 aeroplane that Judge Pumape was curious if it carried all 33 crates. It's worth noting, and I want to detail what Clay Hudgens said earlier, that this is not the first time that this area of Southern Africa receives cattle from Texas, but particularly from J.D. Hudgens Incorporated. In 1964, it is on record that the Bechuanaland Protectorate government, in English we call it the Mamusadinyana government, bought a total of 35 heifers and 9 bulls from JDH. And the cost ranged at that time from $1,000 to $3,000 for bulls and $600 to $750 for heifers. I haven't yet worked out what the exchange rate was, but it was certainly better than now. And the unit of currency that was predominant in this area was the South African rand. The current prices for bulls ranges from no less than $3,000 for each of those bulls, and the most expensive bull was $9,500 after hard negotiation. While for the heifers, they range from $3,000 to $5,750 each. It's also worth noting that those cattle that came in 1964 did not come to the people of Botswana. They came to the Bechuanaland Protectorate government, and certainly it was Her Majesty's representatives or settlers who came from Britain who took them in Mafikeng. And as you know, Mafikeng was the capital of Bechuanaland Protectorate, but outside the territory of now Botswana. So they are not in Botswana. So this indeed is historic. It's the first time in our lives, in the life of this nation, that we import top genetics from America. Well done. But we're not just importing top genetics, we're going to import skills to ensure that the envisaged objectives of the upgrading of Ramatlabama laboratory are achieved, i.e. the ability to make straws, the ability to make embryos, and the ability to tap the bulls of farmers, not just those of government. The live cattle breeding initiative, which forms part of the revised artificial insemination program, will be supported with the use of the best, and these are global best technologies and equipment for improved efficiency. And I'm happy to say that with our collaboration with the United States of America, particularly the companies there, we are making a lot of headway in bringing on board the best genetics, the best technologies, the best skills in the world to match where the best beef comes from in the world. We just bring your cattle here and we make them taste better. That's what we do. In addition, government has put in place a sound herd health management plan for disease surveillance and management. Dear farmers, I want to emphasize the significance of the management of animal diseases, especially reproductive diseases that have a significant contribution to the low calving rate the country is faced with. You might be aware that the current calving rate is a low 56.7% against the expected 90%. And one of the contributing factors is attributed to reproductive diseases such as brucella, Kasetswana polio. In this regard, a team of veterinarians has been assigned to manage the herd health management program at Ramatlabama. The revised AI program will embrace, amongst others, mandatory testing of reproductive diseases. Besides the revised AI program, government has come up with other robust interventions towards increasing the national herd through the development of the beef and small stock cluster strategies. The Meat Regulatory Authority bill has been drafted while the fodder production strategy is being developed. We want to use these elements to promise our importers of beef and genetic material that we offer them nothing but the best, and we can confirm it, and it can be traced, authenticated, tested against the best, and we will come out tops. I told Clay Hudgens, and I told him for him to take it back to the United States to the incorporated group of the units of J.D. Hudgens, that I would expect him before I leave the presidency. And don't be worried about the elections next year. It's only a little small step. I will leave in 2028, March 31st. But before that date, we want to see you and Renee come here with a plane full of additional genetic material, and you load the genetic material that we have improved, that you buy and take to the US. And Mr. Ambassador, your job in your term is to make sure that every regulatory requirement, every political ambience is sorted, so we achieve that. These strategies are aimed at unlocking the agricultural value chain linkages, promoting market access, as well as participation of the global beef space. In my recent lecture to the World Trade Organization in Geneva, Switzerland, I pronounced the significance of the quality of our beef that ranks top globally, especially its taste, due to our production systems, grass-fed, not just grass-fed, organic grass-fed, not just organic grass-fed, Botswana organic grass-fed. You can't beat this. You can't. I therefore commit my government towards preserving and supporting our grass-fed model in order to ensure that our beef maintains its comparative advantage in the global market. In addition, during the 2023-2024 financial year, government, on your behalf, bought 2,000 Cimental beef semen straws and is also expecting the delivery of 3,000 sexed beef semen straws. In order to support the dairy sector, 2,401 dairy sexed semen straws for the following breeds have been procured for you to procure and inseminate in your cows with the likes of Mogatsa Poho. Brown Swiss, Red Holstein, and Holstein are available. In conclusion, I believe that all these interventions, inclusive of the live breeding cattle initiative, will enable local farmers to access top quality genetics to improve their cattle breeds for participation in the global market.